U7 Buy provides the most convenient, fastest, and safest way to upgrade your team with numerous positive reviews and verified by top creators from different countries with 24/7 online customer support. Now you can enjoy an extra free coins for every order. Don't miss the opportunity for up to 4 million free coins. Use my code Inception for another 8% off. Alright guys, today we're going to be checking out the new Nemanja Vidic card. Long ball, aerial, anticipate, fly tackle. I'm gonna be honest with you, he gives me like really like right back vibes. Like if that's his actual position, he gives me very, very right back vibes. Yeah, slide tackle in some situations, and then anticipate. Aerial you do sometimes utilize as a CDM. And the long ball is really nice as a fullback too. But also in the midfield too. You know what it is with like fullbacks is that like there's so many times where it's like you can't really do a through pass. So having the long ball pass is really nice. It looks kind of like a right back mainly, I would say. Like he has all the pluses for everything, but you're not going to want to use a card like this as a center mid. Like they do that to these cards, right? Where it's like Lewandowski, they drop center mid and CDM on him. You're not going to use him as a center mid CDM. He's going to be used as a shadow striker cam for the most part, right? Vidic, like, if we're really talking the meta of the game, especially with dribbling stats like that, it's a right back. CDM position, like, for me, I think having intercept is super important. Like, I'm sorry, but when cards don't have intercept in a cutback meta game, it's really annoying. Everyone's always like, you know, even with David Beckham, it's the same thing. Like, people hype cards up a lot. And not to say that he's bad, because he's not, but like, intercept, huge to not be given. And they do that on purpose, right? Like, you have to apply it to these cards, which is like really cringe. But I can see where the dislikes come from. But this honestly, it looks like a right back, guys. I'm gonna be real with you, man, because knowing what his body type is like and knowing what his defensive animations could be like, I feel like that's where he's going to belong. Or you use him as a CDM, as a holding player, or a deep line playmaker wouldn't be bad either, because he does have passing stuff, right? But it's like having jockey, block, a bruiser, you know, in the fullback position. Like, that's where I'm really thinking with him, to be honest with you. Like, the way that he's formatted. We'll try him out in different positions, but we'll see what the vibes are with him. Hopefully he's a beast, man. Nice little interception there. Nice. Beauty, good stuff. That was still nice. Get that. It's right to him too. He didn't get that initial one though, so it makes you think like, oh, what if I did have intercept, you know? Nice. Just had to wait a little bit there. Try to see if I can get an aggressive challenge there, but I didn't. Oh, nice. He actually gets to that. Beauty. Good stuff. Wow. Yeah, this formation cooks. It might be my favorite tactic after the before the or after the patch, to be honest. Like the patch from 2 or 3 weeks ago. My boy Vidic got that ball too from the midfield. Look at the positioning. Oh my goodness. Look at the football you could play with this. Kind of crazy. Didn't get a tackle there, unfortunately. Boom freeze the monster. So far, like I'm really not feeling the CDM vibes with him. Like you can use him there if you want to, sure, but with the players that currently exist, it's a little bit shaky in that area, I think. Maybe if you have intercept, you get that. Debatable. Well done, well done. Look at what happens when you don't have intercept plus in these midfields, man. I'm telling you, they feel so useless. They really do, bro. Dude, I don't even. I'm gonna be real with you guys. Like, I don't even like his running animation. Like, do I even have a shadow on him? I have to actually check. I'm actually curious because if he has a shadow on him, like, GG's. You got bullied there. Do a nice L1 touch there. You better get to that first, bro. You got the physical. Okay. Get to that. Good stuff. Super lucky. Super, super lucky. Inception. First time I used long ball with him, I think. He has aerial for that, so that's good. I don't even know what happened there. Ground switch upwards. There we go. Well, he gets the intercept there. That's good. Hold on, though. I have to play Emphasis FC, bro. Slow and sluggish 2025 FC. Nice. Typical cutback, but it works in this game. Okay. All right. Sounds good. Wara skill move by Vidic. Utilize that lengthy a little bit there. Just get the... Oh, never mind. It's a bad pass by me, but we get a deflection because this game rewards bad plays. Oh, I was trying to utilize... Oh, now you registered that. That's fun. He has the aerial. There we go, another one. Stuff. You have aerial. There you go. Okay, guys, so final verdict on the Vidic SBC. So, guys, long story short, man, if you're looking at doing SBCs, I would columnize certain players, right? So, there's like Savinho, there's Lewandowski, because, you know, EA formats these cards in a certain way where they're not like super crazy cards, but they can be meta in their own ways. Like Lewandowski, if you guys use, as I mentioned in the review, like Shadow Striker, 5-star, 5-star, like with the driven shot, you'll be able to do work with that. Savinho, similar situation because he has like tiki-taka, so when you're doing like general build-up play stuff, it's actually pretty fun to use them in that way too. David Beckham over this card, not even a question. Like, you know what's crazy is that like I'm looking at this card and I'm like, oh, okay, you know, if I use them on a Shadow, I'm gonna have maxed out pace, good defense, good physical. Sure, my dribbling is low, but I'm gonna use him as a right back and then it should be pretty good. No. Doomfries is better than him at right back. Right, Doomfries is better than most people at right back. Let's just start off there. If we're going to be doing comparisons, which we have to because this game is very meta, every time I take Doomfries out of the team, you notice that immediate lack of thing. But if you're looking at this card and then you're looking at David Beckham, just do David Beckham. David Beckham is a better midfielder and he's a better defender. And the reason why is because if you format a card like this to be a midfielder or a defender, you need to give him way more playstyles to compensate and be a monster in game for 330k as an SBC, okay? Because Beckham is a different situation because Beckham, guys, right? If we take a look at his card, Beckham has a body type, right? That's not, oh, I feel like a center back playing as a right back or as a CDM. No, David Beckham is initially a midfielder. So when you add those sort of variables to a card like this in the right back position or CDM, way better to work with. Again, super cringe to not give him the intercept because intercept is a massive playstyle no matter what anybody tells you, right? It's something that you're going to have to provide for the card. But like SBC wise, like this is going to be a more obvious choice. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, the thing about David Beckham is that the way that people will utilize him is that they'll still have that more defensive player next to him in like some sort of 4-2-1-3 or whatever it is. And then they'll just use this card as a guy that's like really good at passing because that's like the huge meta in this game. And he still at least has anticipate. But, you know, intercept, still a really big play style. And they didn't provide that for him. But it's like, dude, 243k. Like you look at the value of this Vidic card and you're like this to me is like on the same level. Like I'm reviewing it because it's an icon, right? That's the only reason why, because I'm looking at it on the same level as Marquisio. Like, why are you even releasing this card? This is literally why I made the rants video, because you guys are on purpose releasing trash cards. I apologize, guys, because honestly, it's almost like they want to just kill my channel because they know that this is like the main stuff that I usually post with like SBCs and all that kind of stuff. And this year, they just wanted to make 95% of them formatted like trash with the way that they do these roles and playstyles. Like, you guys, before the review even happens, you know, people already disliking this card and they were actually right because Vidic is a center back, right? You know that his body type is going to be a certain way. So using him as a right back or as a center defensive mid, like when he really feels like a center back, like I wouldn't do that for like Van Dijk, guys. I wouldn't use Van Dijk as a right back or as a CDM. Unless the CDM like drastically increases his dribbling stats. But like, look at the dribbling on this card. Like, in order for you to release this SBC, his dribbling needs to be way better, and he still needs to be on a lengthy while having way better dribbling. The lengthy is helping the card to still be somewhat meta, but no. I reviewed this card because what else am I supposed to post? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's literally what it is. What else am I supposed to post? I skipped out on Marquisio. Might as well have done the review for Marquisio if I did a review for this card, to be honest. So yeah, pecking order, guys, literally just do Beckham. It makes no sense to even like look at this card over Beckham unless you're doing some sort of concept team with a past and present Manchester United team. But even still, like you should try to find a different right back for Manchester United. You probably have a Diogo Dalot that has like way better characteristics. I don't know. They're so cringe this year with the SBC content. I don't know what they did with their content team, but these guys, I don't know, bro. Like a mini rant video on this one because, like, dude, like content wise, like because you know this game, you guys know how I am with this game, right? But like, then I do the review for these cards, and I'm like, they're so useless because this game is so meta now, you know. If you're looking at pecking order, the SBCs you should be looking at is not even necessarily in particular order, but it's Beckham, Savinho, and Lewandowski. The other ones, like, I don't even know why they're releasing them. They're releasing them. They're like, haha, Inception has no content to post. That's what it is. I swear. I'm not saying that like literally, but like the SBC stuff this year, like this is basically what they do. Just do Beckham. You're literally, even though Beckham is not a lengthy in the right back position, he's still better than this card. Still better. Using a card like this in the right back position and CDM, like they give center mid for no reason. Like center mid is just there for the sake of it. Because like, brother, you're not going to want to use dribbling like that on a center mid position. Like, I'm sorry, you just like it. You can for the concept of it. You can if you're good enough at the game. Because guys, one thing that people need to understand, right, is that I do reviews whether the card is good or bad, right? If you're good enough at the game, you can make any card look good, right? I've seen competitive players go 50-0 with silver players and score 40 goals with a striker that's a silver, right? But the card still sucks. You know what I'm saying? Right back, just use Doomfreeze. Get David Beckham's card if you want. CDM, you can get David Beckham too. You should probably have like a crazier evolution, to be honest, with Intercept, because Intercept's a big part of this game. But I'll see you guys for the evolution video. And then I have a tactic that we can post afterwards too, okay? Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.